Hi guys. In this video I will going to tell you the top 10 greatest movies on Hollywood. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 10. Call Me by Your Name, 2017. If you are looking for a coming-of-age romance, or you just want something to make think of summer, try Call Me by Your Name. Released in 2017, it stars Timothée Chalamet as 17-year-old Elio, living with his family in an idyllic Italian villa. Armie Hammer is slightly miscast as Oliver, who is supposedly 24, but doesn't look it. Once you have got over that, however, the film is a beautiful story of first love. If you had to describe the pace of the movie in one word, it would probably be languid. It's as if everyone is too hot to move quickly. The scenery is stunning, Hammer acts better than he ever has before, and Timothée Chalamet is brilliant as a young man who finds everything arousing: women, men, fruit. It is not a movie about forbidden love. In Call Me by Your Name, all love is allowed, and celebrated. Number 9. The Seventh Seal, 1957. The Seventh Seal regularly makes an appearance on the list of the greatest movies ever. Some people who voted for it actually watched it. The rest should. Written and directed by Ingmar Bergman, and set during the time of the Black Death, the film famously features death playing chess for the possession of a human soul. The movie is said to be an existentialist masterpiece, but don't let that put you off. Number 8. Tokyo Story, 1953. Tokyo Story is a 1953 film by Yasujiro Ozu. If you haven't heard of it, you should have. It is often regarded as one of the best films ever made, but, being in Japanese, has suffered from lack of exposure in the West. Time to correct that. It is a simple story of an elderly couple who visit their children in Tokyo, only to find themselves largely ignored. Only their daughter-in-law makes an effort to be kind. Their kids are vile, and far too busy with their own lives to care about their parents, and can't wait to ship them off again. They give them passes to a health club because they want their room for an office. Not a feel-good movie, this one, with its themes of loss and loneliness and the decline of family, but it is a simple story, beautifully told. Don't forget to bring tissues. Number 7. Die Hard, 1988. The only thing that makes Die Hard a Christmas movie is the Christmas tree in the lobby of the Academy building, but don't let that put you off. Alan Rickman plays the baddie, Hans Gruber, who will definitely kill you, but he will do it suavely. Bruce is having a bad day. But it's nothing to how bad it's going to get. Die Hard spawned a million imitations. One lone tough guy, who prevails against overwhelming odds, whilst still finding time for humor. One dead bad guy is used as a post-it note, with the message "Now I have a machine gun." Ho 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 scrawled across his body. There is one wince-inducing scene where Bruce has to walk over broken glass in bare feet, but other than that, it's high-octane, explosive good times all the way. Number 6. Some Like It Hot, 1959. Some Like It Hot is the ultimate feel-good movie. Jack Lemmon and Tony Curtis are fantastic as a couple of musicians on the run from mobsters after witnessing a mob shootout. They join a big band that is heading out on tour, only to discover that it is an all-girl group. Cue Lemmon and Curtis in drag. Unsurprisingly, Tony Curtis made rather a good-looking woman, although Lemmon had his admirers too. Marilyn Monroe also stars as the band's singer, Sugar Cane, in which she famously sings "I Wanna Be Loved by You," which is a recommendation on its own. It's hard to find anything to criticize in this movie. Which is surprising, since the film shoot was said to be difficult. Monroe famously needed 47 takes to get the line, "It's me, Sugar," right. And when she had to say, "Where's the bourbon?" whilst rummaging through some drawers, the director, Billy Wilder again, ordered the words to be pasted inside every drawer. It took 59 takes. But nobody's perfect. Number 5. The Princess Bride, 1987. Cool guys get their pick of hero films, but if you are a little bit clumsy and a little bit of a chump, there is always The Princess Bride. The plot is, shall we say, complicated, but there are a variety of hero roles to choose from. You could be Wesley, the farmhand who loves Buttercup, that's a girl not a cow, and would do anything to please her. Or a giant named Fezzik, who is, well, a reasonably friendly giant. Or Inigo Montoya, a Spanish fencing instructor on a quest for revenge against a six-fingered man. Which is enough hero for anyone. The film, a fantasy/comedy/fairy tale, has become a cult classic, despite the ropey sets, cheesy dialogue and Mandy Patinkin in a truly awful wig. The heroes succeed more by luck than judgment, but a win is a win, and a hero is a hero. And anything else is inconceivable. Number 4. The Great Dictator, 1940. Charlie Chaplin made a lot of great silent films, of which City Lights is generally considered to his greatest, and he continued to work in the medium of silence long after everyone else was making talkies. But then, in 1940, just to prove that he could do it, Chaplin made his first full-length talking film. And it was a great one. The Great Dictator was a film about fascism. At a time when the world was at war, Charlie Chaplin made a film lampooning Hitler and Mussolini, and the ridiculousness of their ideology. He starred both as the dictator, Adenoid Heinkel, and as a persecuted Jewish barber, who looks remarkably like a much-loved tramp. After a complicated series of events, the barber is mistaken for the Adenoid Heinkel, and is pushed on stage to address a great rally. After some reluctance, the barber seizes the opportunity to make a different kind of speech, which leaves his audience feeling at first confused and then empowered. You are not machines. The Great Dictator has everything that you know and love about Charlie Chaplin movies. Plus anti-Nazi propaganda. Number 3. Sunset Boulevard, 1950. Sunset Boulevard is a film about a washed-up movie star. Possibly Billy Wilder's greatest movie, it starred Gloria Swanson as Norma Desmond, the aging silent movie star who lives alone, except for her butler. The film isn't just about the movie industry. It's also about the arrogance of youth, the fragility of age, and dreams we can't let go of. Mostly, it is a movie about obsession. Norma Desmond's obsession with recapturing her stardom, her butler's obsession with her, he wasn't always her butler, and a playwright's ruthless ambition to make it in Hollywood. Gloria Swanson took a huge risk in playing a washed-up has-been obsessed with her fading beauty, unable to come to terms with no longer being adored. After all, she was herself a former silent movie actress whose career stalled with the advent of the talkies, and she could have done lasting damage to her reputation. In the end, however, Sunset Boulevard became the outstanding film of her career, and ensured that she has a place in the top 10 of everyone's greatest movie list. Number 2. Reservoir Dogs, 1992. A list about great movies wouldn't be complete without at least one Tarantino film. And there are plenty, well 9, to choose from. But we only have 20 films in this list, and so we are restricting ourselves to one QT film. And the most Tarantino-esque movie of all, is Reservoir Dogs. His first feature film, according to his count, Reservoir Dogs has everything. It has pretty much every motif that he is famous for, from the shot looking out from the trunk of the car, to the Mexican standoff. It has more blood than could possibly fit inside one human body, and a disturbingly musical psychopath who sings while he works. It has sharp-suited criminals and long tracking shots. It doesn't have any women with bare feet, but only because, apart from a couple of background artists, there aren't any. Number 1. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, 1975. Jack Nicholson plays crazy rather well. There's The Shining, of course, where he is psychotic, or As Good as It Gets, where he has OCD, and, of course, he's the Joker, which is madness personified. Tell me, did you ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? But his best film about insanity was the one where he is the only sane man in the lunatic asylum. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is a celebration of individualism, and a cautionary tale about pretending to be mad, when you're not. Based on Ken Kesey's novel of the same name, the film won 9 Oscars, including Best Director, Film, Actor, and Actress. Brad Dourif was also nominated for his supporting role as Billy Bibbit, a young man who discovers his manhood in a night of glory, and loses it again the morning after. Louise Fletcher is terrifying as Nurse Ratched, for whom orderliness is next to godliness, and sanity cannot be allowed if it makes the place look untidy. The film's end is truly horrifying, but compulsive viewing, nonetheless.